Hey guys, so today I'm teaching you how to make an outro for your YouTube videos. This is a basic outro, it's nothing special. I am using Motion 5 to do this, which if you look down here, that's what it looks like. It's on the App Store for $50. It is pretty cheap considering there's all these other ones out there like Final Cut, so this is just a basic editing software. To record this, I'm using QuickTime Player, which is right here. So we're just going to jump right into this. So first, before I even do anything, I'm going to show you the most of the buttons I'm going to be using throughout the video. So right down here, we're going to be using this rectangle, and that is I think that's the R, yeah, the R key on your keyboard, and also the text tool, which is T on your keyboard. Also, down here we have a black menu. So when you select something, so we can select this and press the menu and you can mess around with the settings. So what we're going to do first is go up here to the percent and change that to, it's on 100% right now. We're going to change that to 50 so we can see what we're doing. Next, we're going to go down here to the rectangle. Click that and then drag from your top left corner of this rectangle to the bottom right, and whatever size or whatever shape you make it, that'll be your video. So we're going to click on the rectangle in this menu bar. So click on that rectangle and then go down here to the black menu and we can mess around with the settings. Now all we're going to do is change the color. So I'll change it to this. I'm going to try and make it like the outro I have, but it won't be exactly the same. So next we're going to click the text down here and we're going to click on the background and type in whatever you want. I'm typing in my username. So Tehcubegirl. So now if you select it over here, it's already selected. So now we can go down here to the menu and mess around with the settings. So all I'm going to do is change it to basic text and shadow. So it just puts a shadow behind it. And down here is the font. So I will put it in, we'll just leave it in, I don't really see anything else. We'll just leave it in that. And we can change the size. So this looks about good. You can change the position. So I'll just have mine. So there's mine. I have my username. And next we're going to go down here to the rectangle tool. So I'll wait for it to hover over it so you can see what it says. Rectangle tool. And we're just going to make a rectangle here. So that will be where your video goes. Don't make it too big because we're going to make a duplicate. Don't make it too big because we're going to be duplicating it. So there's my rectangle. So go over here in your menu bar and click, make sure the rectangle 1 is selected, and then right click on it and go down to duplicate. So I just duplicated it and I just dragged it off the rectangle and moved it over to here. So make sure they're aligned. You can see the yellow lines that makes. So now I have those. So again, we're gonna go over to the menu, make sure one of them is selected, and go down here to the black box and change the color. I'm just gonna make it black. It doesn't really matter because we're going to be putting a video there. And click on the other one. So we're going back to the menu over here, selecting the other one, going back to the black box menu, and changing that to black, and exit out of that. So there are the rectangles. I'm going to move these up a little bit. Okay, now we're going to be using some icons. So I already have them over here. So Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, if you look on the left side of my computer, but I'm going to show you where to get those from. So we're going to go to Safari or whatever web browser you're using and go to Iconspedia. So basically this is just a whole website with a whole bunch of icons. So you can type in whatever you want. I'm going to do Instagram just as an example. So they have all these different icons for Instagram as well as Facebook and Twitter. So I already have mine selected. All you have to do is click on the image and then drag it over to your desktop. So I'll just use that one instead of this one. So I already have my 3 that I picked out. So I just dragged that into the box and then Instagram and Twitter. So I'm just going to take one of the icons and press shift so that the image stays square. Just make it a little bigger. And there's the Twitter one. I'll put the Instagram one right here. And the Facebook will go down here. So there they are. So in between them, we're going to put follow and me. So go down here to your text again and click in between the Twitter and the Instagram, and we're just going to do follow and go down here to the black box menu, and I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to make it a little bigger and put it in basic text and shadow and align it. So there's that. So we're going to click the text option again, text tool, and go over in between Instagram and Facebook and do me. Again, the black box menu over here and basic text and shadow, and that should be good. And then we're just going to make the size a little bigger. So there you go, that's the outro. We can leave it like that if you wanted to, but I'm going to show you guys how to add some behaviors to the text. So on the left side of the menu, we have File Browser, Library, Inspector. So we're going to go to Library, and there's a bunch of menus with drop-down menus. So we're going to click Behaviors, and it'll list a bunch of them right here, so we can have the text arrange in, approach in, blur in, bounce in. What I'm going to do is pick bounce in because that's what I had for my last outro. So all you have to do is hold down on the left click and drag your behavior and then drag it onto one of the things you want. So Tehcubegirl, I'm going to put it on that one. And you can see down here, this is where all of the things are listed. So you can drag this back to the beginning and press the spacebar to play, and then the words just bounce in. So now we can do the same for follow and me. So all you have to do is drag the bounce in again to follow and again to me. And drag this back to the beginning and press play. So they both bounce in at the same time, and it's pretty cool. So next is saving it and sharing it. And then after that, I really can't show you how to put videos in it because it depends on what software you're using. I use iMovie. So for iMovie, all you have to do is after you save this, it'll be exported into a QuickTime player, and you can put that into iMovie. And whatever video you're putting into these boxes, so like a mystery video, next video, last video, you can put that in picture-in-picture, and it will be in the background. And then you just drag it over this black box and put a border around it, and it'll look pretty nice. That's how I did mine. But other than that, I can't really show you because it depends on what editing software you're using. So now we're going to go up here to share and go down to export movie. You can also just export audio if you're making audio, but we're going to do export movie. And I don't really mess around with any of this except for if I want to do video and audio, but we don't have any music with it, so we'll just do video. And then we'll do next, but before I do that, I'm actually going to show you how to add music. So I just have some music down here, so we can put in this music. All you have to do is drag it into this black box right here. So you can see it has that plus sign, so you just drag it into there. And you guys can't hear it because I'm not recording the sound from my computer, but that's how you would put music in it. But anyways, we're going to go back up to share and export movie. So video only because we don't have any audio. QuickTime player, that's what I'm exporting it as. And same as source. So that's basically it. So we press next. Those are all my videos. And I'll just type in outro, YouTube tutorial. So there's that. And I'll save it. It takes like 5 seconds to do it. It's pretty fast at exporting. So here we have it. There's the outro. It actually looks pretty nice. So this tutorial is for people who have Motion 5. It is very cheap if you wanted to go get it at the App Store. It is $50 like I said. I would really recommend getting it. It's really nice to have for editing YouTube videos and also making outros and intros like these. I really hope this tutorial helped you. If you make an outro or intro using this, I would really like to see it, so leave a comment down below if you do use this tutorial. But yeah guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed and thanks for watching. Bye guys.